What's happening, YouTube? California Prepper. Well, I have had this knife set. I mean, this is one of my first knife purchases I ever made before I really got into collecting knives. I was buying, prepping outdoor camp knives and stuff like that. And I actually got this for a really good deal. Big Five Sporting Goods, which is like the Dick's in our area. We're supposed to be getting a Dick's here pretty soon, but I've been hearing that for a while. But this they had them on sale for $19.99. It was about 21 bucks out the door. If you look on eBay, you can find them for about 38, 40 bucks delivered. You can find buy it nows for 20, but you're going to pay 12, 15 bucks in shipping. So it comes out to around 40 bucks, on eBay. So if you check your local sporting goods stores, they usually have these on sale. I mean, every other week. This set was on sale before I bought it, so I'd seen it and I just said, hey, gotta get it. It seems like a pretty cool little set for 20 bucks. you know so being said, I have never actually used this set for anything. I've never really cut anything with it. The little knife actually has become really this has become my little neck knife. Well, what I would make into my neck knife once I can learn to make better sheaths. But this is what I got so far. This was just a little video that I made for YouTube. I tried making a little PVC sheath. Works out pretty good. It's actually what I use for the knife, and I carry it in my backpack just like that. So I do use this little knife. I carry it around quite a bit, but I don't really use it for much. So these two sit in the lonely nylon sheath alone. Now, these knives are made from surgical steel, and they have a bead blast finish. They're the Smith&Wesson BullsEye set, if you guys haven't figured that out by now. And they're pretty decent quality. There's a small, medium, large, like I said. Here's the meat cleaver. Here's the medium gut hook, which I call the field dressing knife. And then we have the small, what do they call this? The caping knife, which, a little fillet type knife. So that's the setup. For 20 bucks, you really can't beat it. But I've never really put these knives to the test, so I wanted to see how good they cut, if they cut. And what happened there? We lost the light. Well, hopefully you guys can still see. Let's try and kick on something in the background. Maybe that'll work a little bit better. Let's see, can we cut some paper with these knives? Regular magazine paper. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to take this little knife to the sharp maker. Not very sharp at all. Can't cut through paper at all. Let's try this knife. I guess that's really not the purpose of the knife, but once it kind of gets going, let's try the cleaver. Maybe the cleaver will impress us and cut some paper. You never know. Hey, it tried. So they're not razor sharp, but I guess these should be razor sharp. So let's see if they can cut anything else. I've never really tried this before, so this is gonna be the first time. Don't give me too much shit, guys. I have some things here to try and cut, and let's see. Set these up here. Can the small knife cut through rope? Huh? Did it pretty easy. This is some real cheap rope, of course. Not as easy as I'd like it to be. Try this one. Do you see you have to put quite a bit of weight behind it? Let's try the cleaver. Shouldn't have any problem there with that. Just kind of leave it hanging. Let's just... it works. Some cheap, crappy rope. Let's try a little bit better quality rope, shall we? They're sharp enough. Factory edge came sharp enough. It's nothing to write home about, but it will cut if you need it to. Let's try something a little harder here. We have a cable. from old VCR system. You all know what those are if you remember. So it will cut through. Let's see if I damage the blade at all there. And yeah, look at that. Cheap steel. Although I did cut through a small cable. See that little chip? Little microscopic chip? Can't say I'm gonna cry about it. I'll knock it out with the sharpener, no problem. But it can do some cutting if it needs to. I doubt the rest of these knives will be able to get through this without doing the same thing to the blade. Yeah, they're nothing to write home about. This is the only real knives I have in surgical steel, but they have a bead blast finish. The funny part is I actually had some bleach spill on this one day, and I hadn't noticed it until later on that day, and it had seeped through and actually partially stained the blade. You see that? It started to corrode the bead blast finish, and that actually looks a lot better. That's after I scrubbed off the bright brown that was there. So yeah, bleach is not a good thing to get on your knives. Bled through the sheath onto the knife. You know, for 20 bucks, I guess they're an alright kit. If this is all you can get, if you only have 20 bucks and you need to have a few knives to take out with you, but I would buy a sharpener, that's for sure. Definitely buy a sharpener. So that's that, guys. Just wanted to give you guys a quick little review of these knives. They're nothing to write home about, but they are, pretty decent knives. Quick little rundown of the blade length. This small one here, this is a 3 1/8 inch blade. This medium sized one has a 4 1/4 inch blade, and the cleaver has a 5 3/4 inch blade. So they're pretty decent sized. They're not humongous, but they're not tiny by any means. And the cleaver, to tell you the truth, my two favorite are the cleaver and this little knife. I really like this little caping knife, if you want to call it. But I'd like to make it into a neck knife for sure. The rubber handle, which they just call it a rubberized grip, it's just real rubbery, and it's a real oversized rubber grip, and they're real comfortable. So this is a real comfortable knife, and I think it would make a stellar little neck knife. So that's that, guys. Just wanted to share these with you, and talk to you soon. California Prepper, I'm out of here.